Yeah, baby. Had to give that same intro that we used last week because, we used it for the first time. The Irish won. So, got to keep this shit rolling.
Yeah.
A little superstitious, man. We got the national championship game on Monday, so got to be ready.
Do they have four-leaf clover
I don't.
on their logo
Yeah.
somewhere?
Hell yeah, it's the Irish, baby.
I didn't. I know they had
Golden
the little
Domers.
leprechaun. The little leprechaun.
That's
I didn't
right.
know if they went with four-leaf clovers.
So, it is the Wrong Call Sportscast.
Yep.
Tuesday,
Back,
January 14th, episode 19. We are back in full throttle.
yeah.
Playoff football.
Full throat.
That's it, baby. So, we got a little
Wild card
recap.
weekend.
Wild card, and it was not wild, to say the least.
You could have played cards while it was going on.
To take naps,
I did get one of them.
Yeah, do other things because it wasn't great football, but we'll get to those games. It was, it was football nonetheless, playoff football. So, PGA action, Dave. You excited about golf season kicking off?
Sure.
I knew you were.
I love a good game of whack fuck.
Nick Taylor won $1.5 million at the Sony Open in Hawaii this past weekend. Congratulations, Nick. It's a nice little chunk of change. Next up is the...
And he got a free Hawaiian vacation out
Absolutely.
of it,
The whole family went, I'm sure. Next up, you got the American Express Open in California. Maybe, depending on the fires. Who knows? That could,
no shit.
Could make things, visibility a little tough on a little white ball.
Yeah, that's
Not sure where it's at in
gonna affect
California.
a lot of things for a while.
Yeah, I just know it's there. So, last week when we talked about
Where
golf...
at?
I have no idea. It's in California.
I didn't know.
I didn't pay that
if
close
you knew
attention.
what course or whatever.
No. We talked about that TGL last week, the first
Yeah, the
episode.
TV maker?
Yeah, TV maker. Yeah. The Teamster.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The one with you seen the TV boxes with Justin Herbert on the front of it?
No, I have not.
Oh, like the big 75, 80-inch TVs. Next
Yeah.
time you're at Costco, pay attention.
Is
You'll
he on
see
the
Justin
box?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
on the
okay.
box. But look at the maker. They're the same makers
TGL.
as what you're saying.
Yeah, TGL TV.
That's why I thought you were.
Yeah,
they
well-
were the ones sponsoring.
No.
the fucking thing.
It's Team Golf League. It's Tiger Woods' brainchild. So the first episode was last week. I thought
Sure,
it was
it's
really.
not Tigers Golf League.
It could be secretly.
Secretly.
He could. That's why he named it. But he said, "I'm just going to call it Team Golf League." But I know it's Tiger Golf
For
League.
tax reasons.
Yeah.
It's team golf.
So the first one was last week. It was really, really neat. The Bay Golf Club defeated the New York Golf Club, but it had Ricky Fowler and some of the guys. It was fun. It was definitely entertaining, bringing a different take on golf for people to try to get people involved and enjoying the game.
Different take, how?
Well, so obviously they're hitting into a simulator instead of on the course. They've got
okay.
a 40-second shot clock. So it's still golf, but it's trying to appeal to the younger generation of people to get them into the game. Obviously it's video simulator. All these people that like to stay inside.
You probably mentioned it last week, but I didn't.
Yeah, so it was a
Didn't realize it was simulator.
Yeah, it's a simulator. It's a 50-story tall freaking golf simulator screen they're hitting into.
In Florida, right?
Yeah, down in Florida. So it's way cool. The second episode's tonight, and Team Jupiter is playing Team LA. Team Jupiter's Tiger Woods' team. So Tiger's playing tonight. So the ratings are going to go through the freaking roof for this episode. So 2 hours, 7 to 9. Look forward to catching some of it when I get home. I'll
Is
watch.
it live?
Yeah. No, I don't think it's live. I think it's recorded.
Okay.
But it's airing tonight at 7 o'clock. So, but it's pretty neat. If you're into golf, you will definitely enjoy it. So, NHL hockey. Ovechkin got his 873rd goal on Saturday in a 4-1 win against Nashville Predators. So, 21 shy. NHL's kind of at the halfway point right now of the season. So
You can get it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can get
yeah.
it.
21 to go. So, in the Eastern Conference, in the Atlantic Division, Toronto Maple Leafs are 27-5. In the
Go Leafs.
The Metropolitan Division, the Capitals are 28-10. Western Conference in the Central, Winnipeg is 29-12.
The Jets.
And in the Pacific Division, the Vegas Knights are 29-11.
Oh, look
So,
at Vegas coming along.
like I said, they're getting close to their halfway point. So, time to get after it.
They'll hit the All-Star
Get your sticks
break.
rolling. Yep. NBA. Not that we care. We just got to bring it up for a few people that like it.
Hey, Pacers have won 12 out of their last 15 games.
Well, okay. Leading the East is the Cleveland Cavaliers at 33-5, And the Pacers beat the Cavaliers on Sunday night,
Yep.
108-93. So that was a
Yep.
big win for them. Their Pacers are up to 22-18. They're above 500 now. They're, like you said, they've got a couple wins under their belt. So they seem to be getting rolling a little bit, which is good locally, I guess, if you're a
Yeah,
Pacers
it's
fan.
good for them.
Yeah. Oklahoma City still
They haven't-
leading the West, 32-6. So
When's their All-Star break?
I'm not sure. February, I
It's
think.
got to
sometime.
be around hockey's.
Yeah, I believe that they're close to the same time. So, but yeah, Pacers are getting rolling. Big win, beating Cleveland. Like I said, Cleveland's the cream of the crop in the league this year. So,
Yeah, and then you got trade deadline, and
oh yeah,
that can change teams
Lakers,
almost
yeah.
instantly.
There's a handful of superstar players already requesting trades. At Jimmy Butler, who seems like he wants traded every other year.
Yeah.
When the team sucks, that he's playing on.
That's
So
that's one of the annoying reasons of NBA with me right now. So
yeah, I've just lost interest in the years. So,
yeah.
but college basketball now that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's a different
Get
story.
close to the bracket
That's
building.
right. That's right.
IU sucks.
Well, they
If
went
they
on a,
lose tonight, don't they play tonight?
yes, they do. They play Illinois
Illinois?
tonight. Yeah, they're
So
probably going to
basically,
get whooped
If they get their ass kicked tonight, they're basically out of the tournament at this point.
at this point. They just got their ass whooped by Iowa on the over weekend.
Yeah, because
so.
I was hearing they've got to go against the gauntlet, and unless
Yes.
they have no quality wins
Yes,
to show
those
for.
top, whatever they.
There's
There's a metric that they use
their,
for games wins.
Resume
against-
as of now has no quality wins.
No. But Tennessee, they've been undefeated every week. We give a little update. Tennessee lost and fell 5 spots in the rankings. Tennessee got whooped by Florida, 73-43.
That's okay.
That's a whooping. Now Tennessee was number 1. They were 14-0.
It's
or
pretty
something
bad
like
when
that.
you're scoring 43 points in a basketball game.
Yeah. So the new standings are out. Auburn's now number 1. Iowa State number 2. Duke number 3. Alabama 4. And Florida has moved up to 5. But like I said, Tennessee fell from 1st to 6th with that loss to Florida on last Tuesday night. So Purdue sitting ranked number 17. They're 13-4. They've won their last 2 games. Back on the 9th, they beat Rutgers 68-50. And then on the 12th, they beat Nebraska 104-68. And they play this Wednesday against Washington. So Purdue's looking pretty strong, which they typically do in basketball. So,
Yeah,
like I said, IU sitting at 13-4 also. But like I said, quality wins. There hasn't been. That's why they're not ranked in the top
13-4?
25. 13-4 IU is.
They've only lost 4 games.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard makes it seem worse.
Well, the losses have been bad, and they're not playing great even in the wins.
Okay.
They beat USC 82-69 last week, and then, like I said, Saturday they got whooped by Iowa 85-60. So
Everything I hear just makes it seem worse than what
yeah,
it is.
they're Malik Renew, one of their top scorers, has been out the last few games, and Balo, the transfer from Arizona, has been playing really, really well. But Iowa, they just couldn't hang. So that was a tough loss for the Hoosiers. Yeah, tonight against Illinois, they need that win desperately to keep in the bracket race, if you will. We don't need no damn NIT tournament. Need to be in a big dance. Fuck that NIT. College football, obviously. The Irish, baby.
2 teams left standing.
That's right. So we do our show on Tuesday. Last Thursday was the first game of the playoffs, the round, Notre Dame and Georgia. And, boy, you want to talk about a mess that night. Good Lord.
Irish won, though, buddy.
They did.
They won.
I was a ball of stress all night long. I
Yeah.
stood and watched the whole game standing behind the couch. I couldn't even sit down. Pacing around the house every commercial break and
They
timeout.
did not look good in
But
the first
half, they were getting dominated on both
Yeah.
sides of the ball. The offense and defensive lines in the first half were just getting owned, just handled.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
And I was like, I was dead set they were going to get their ass handed to them. And then Riley Leonard leaves the game with, they think, the concussion, and the old frickin' Italian stallion comes in with one drive and goes like 6 for 7, 40-some yards,
Yeah.
gets them a field goal right before the half.
Yeah, he did do that.
And then, obviously, they open up the second half with the big, kick return, and it just changed the game. Notre Dame was a completely different team in the second half. So,
well, that's not good.
no, I mean, it's not coming up. We'll get to that. But,
You
hey,
can't-
they got it done
You
against Penn
can't
State.
live off of that forever.
27, that pick that Penn State threw at the end of the game kind of sealed it and left Notre Dame with 40 seconds to get in field goal range. A couple great passes by Riley Leonard, got them set up to go. And, boy, that field goal almost missed. They first showed it was going right and hooked back in left
Yeah.
just to get on that right upright. Oh, I
This
about
was
had a fucking heart attack.
This was a weekend of very, very close field goals.
Yeah, oh, yes, yeah, yeah. The
A very
Washington game,
full
woo!
weekend of doinks and donks.
Yeah. So that was the game on Thursday night. Thank God Irish pulled it out. Way to go, Notre
Yeah.
Dame. Moving on to the national championship. That gets them $20 million now on their own. They don't have to share with a conference.
In their own pocket.
In their own pocket for that NIL money for next
Yeah.
year. And then Friday night, we had Ohio State at Texas.
Yep.
28-14. The Buckeyes kind of put it on them. Quinn Ewers didn't look great.
They did take it to him. I did call one thing right. Arch Manning did come in the second
He
quarter.
did. He was on a 4th and 1 play. He ran for 8 yards, got the first down.
Yeah.
That was it. That's the only action all
He
night.
saved their season.
He did, right there. They got himself a starting job
Yep.
next year at Texas. Quinn Ewers, who knows? He didn't look good enough in the playoffs to, I think, enter the draft. So I think he's going to come back for year eligibility. And he's open to the transfer portal if anybody's listening or anybody wants him. Yeah, just interesting. Rumors
So,
flying all
if
over.
you got
the
a
place.
couple million laying around
there's-
and you need
there's
it for your college
rumors
team.
all over the place. There's talk of him going to IU, Notre Dame, even back to Ohio State, where he transferred from to
Yeah.
Texas. So, be interesting to see what happens with Ewers here in the next coming weeks. So, because they've
Yeah.
already handed the reins deal to Arch Manning.
It's time for college free agency.
That's right. It is college free agency. So that gives us on Monday night the number 7 Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the number 8 Ohio State Buckeyes for the national championship.
For the showdown of the ages.
I can't freaking wait. I hate Ohio State on a regular as it is,
The
but
Buckeyes versus
now that,
the four-leaf clover.
that's right. Now that it's Notre Dame and Ohio State for the national championship, I can't freaking wait. I'm excited. We do our simulator golf league that me and Hunter play in and coach and Marshall
Probably not that
on
night.
Monday nights. Last Monday we did it. Last night we played, and last night they said, "You guys want to come back next Monday?" I was like, "Hell no! Are you crazy?" So you better give us something on Wednesday or Thursday. There ain't no way I'm coming here on Monday night.
Ain't no way, Jack.
Not happening. Not happening. So
What time's it start? 8:30, 9 o'clock?
Probably way too late. Be another 1, 2 o'clock in the morning night for me. And
Yeah.
if they win, it could be even later. Who knows?
Yeah.
So that's it on all the recap. A little bit of NFL news.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit of news. Okay. Mike McCarthy is out in Dallas. Now that was his contract
It was
up.
mutual.
Yeah, his contract was up, and I guess they had talked about, from what I read, what it was going to look like moving. They never even got to the negotiating table. It was a end of the year talk. What we're going to do? Do we want to do this? How we're
From
going to
my
do that?
understanding, it was only going to be a 1-year,
Contract. if
no
they
matter
wanna-
what. So they were having all this discussion. Is it going to work in this 1 year?
Oh yeah. So they mutually
And then
decided.
probably have to do this shit again
Yeah.
next year. And then that's when I guess they both decided,
this shit ain't gonna work.
nah.
Yeah. So
Especially when McCarthy's getting pressure from Chicago,
Yeah. There's
who's
a lot of
interviewed
interest.
13 fucking head coaches.
Boy, they
so
want all
far.
kind of people. I mean, they need
Hey,
somebody.
so they got to do their homework because
Oh, yeah.
obviously it hasn't worked.
Yeah. So obviously McCarthy is out in Dallas. There's been one head coach hired already of the vacancies,
Yep.
which is the perfect pick for that team, and I like the coach.
I like the coach too. I just wish
liked,
it wasn't
I
there.
liked Vrabel in Tennessee.
I did too.
Obviously, he's got the pedigree of a Patriot. He seems like
That's true. I totally forgot.
yeah. I mean, that's where he
Yeah.
played.
Okay. Now I get it.
Yeah. So it's
So
it's-
was Gerard Mayo though.
He was.
But now,
But Mayo-
Robert
Mayo
Kraft
had no
orders
coaching.
all his sandwiches with no mayo from now on. He already tried it once. He didn't like
Yeah,
it.
but Mayo was just wasn't he a defensive assistant or a coordinator? I don't even know what he was on the staff for
I'm not-
Belichick. He was on the staff.
he
for
was.
Belichick.
He wasn't a coordinator. I don't believe.
Okay, linebackers coach or something.
Something
Who
like
knows?
that,
Yeah.
and then got the fucking head coach
yeah.
job.
But Vrabel at least been there, done that. He's
He's
spent
done
some
it.
time. He had a couple good years in Tennessee.
He wouldn't have screwed him out of the first round pick.
No, he'd have lost that game. You bet your ass he'd have lost that game. So yeah, good pick for New England getting Vrabel in, I believe, and then obviously with McCarty out in Dallas, see how Jerry Jones has made a phone call to prime time
we're
Deion
hearing all that
Sanders.
stuff. Prime's better in college.
Absolutely, I don't think, for one,
His shtick works for college with the younger kids.
yes, and he's such a big A personality It'd piss Jerry Jones off. He'd be the talk with. They'd want to talk
Yeah.
about Coach Prime instead of talking to Jerry Jones.
Jerry really likes his time.
Oh, he does.
He's got 2 radio shows, plus all the other media shit that he does. He likes being the owner, the GM,
Yep.
and the second head coach of this team.
Jerry Jones is 81 years old.
Yeah, he is. He's still getting around, though.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying anything of that nature, but the football
Aaron
game and the
Dallas.
talent has changed over the years so much. 20 years ago, when he had Jimmy Johnson and Aikman and all this, the great team of the 90s when they were a dynasty.
Yeah.
He was the general manager and all that shit then too, but it doesn't feel like he's kept up with the game. You know what I mean? As the game's progressed, he hasn't kept up with it, or I don't know if it's the coaches that are coming in.
Probably the fact that he won't let them probably have full control. The fact that he's owner, CEO, and general manager, that's a lot of work.
It is. It is.
But
I mean, he's got the football acumen. I mean, he's done it. He's
I
been
think
there.
he's spent more time making Dallas a brand
than a team.
Okay, like easy way to break the Steelers. Football is their business.
Yes,
but Dallas, the Cowboys built the business. If that makes sense, it's not really football is Dallas's business. Dallas's business is Jerry World, and when they're going into the locker room, they're giving tours and shit while all the players are working out. Cowboys have become the brand for the business, not the business of football.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Actually, yes, yeah. Pittsburgh's a prime example. Pittsburgh is football.
Pittsburgh's business is football.
Yes.
Always has been. Always fucking will.
The Cowboys.
Hence the reason they've only had 3 fucking head coaches in their
50
history.
years.
Green Bay's business. Well, they've kind of built themselves a brand, but Pittsburgh,
nothing like
Pittsburgh
Dallas.
is basically the blueprint of football is the business.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because Jerry Jones it's about all of the other things as well. It's not just football. It's
you could just watching the players come off the field for halftime, and
the Dallas Cowboys.
They're going in that tunnel. It's all lit up with neons, and they've got all the fans there shaking hands.
Here's
and
a good
all
analogy.
that fucking shit.
The Dallas Cowboys are a amusement park, and
basically
the football team's an attraction.
Basically,
yes, that
it's
makes
like
sense.
You go to Disney and you're watching one of the shows. Oh fuck, there's Mickey, and it's the Cowboys rolling out, and then do their little dance for 3 hours and disappear.
The
for
Cowboys'
a week.
name is an amusement park. The team is an attraction
because
in the park.
Even when the players are doing their workouts and shit through the regular week, they're
Tours.
having tours. There's
Reporters
windows
everywhere.
by their weight rooms. People walking by. It's kind of like when you go tour the Corvette factory and you get to watch them build a Corvette,
going down the
or go to
assembly line
Budweiser and watch them brew beer.
Yeah.
Well, here we're going to fucking Jerry World, and we're going to watch the Cowboys work out or fucking go to film study.
That's true. That's true. They're going to have to fix that. I mean, if
they're not going to fix it. I mean, that's what they just got valued at what
they're
$4
the
or
highest
$5 billion.
Yeah, they're the highest valued team in sports in the U.S. So there's some soccer teams and shit overseas.
Even over the Yankees.
Yeah. Cowboys are #1 and Yankees #2. If I'm not
I know
mistaken.
they just did a reevaluation.
Yeah,
of all
I
that
saw
stuff.
it recently, but I think the Cowboys are 1, Yankees 2. There's a couple of them.
You can still have all that, but just draw it back in. You got to have somebody.
Football
Jerry,
has to be the most important thing.
Jerry, you do all that, but you need to get you somebody. You need to quit being the GM.
He needs a young general manager, somebody that's been scouting for years.
Now build the team.
Yeah, exactly. Let them build the team.
Yeah,
not get your fingers out of it.
He's building the team to sell tickets.
Yes,
the next attraction. Yeah, to keep the business going instead of putting everything into the business to win Super Bowls. That's my opinion.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, we got to calm down. We don't want to give him the Al Davis treatment. But
We're not talking bad about it. We're not saying
Yeah.
he just needs to reevaluate his position because he's no
They need a
longer
football
GM
team.
material.
No, he's not. 81 years old. He can still be the face of the franchise, do all that other shit.
Oh,
Let somebody else
have
run
all
it.
your radio shows,
Let
do all
somebody
that.
else run the football operations portion.
That's
of it.
all you got to do.
Yeah,
is let go of that part.
I agree. So that's a recap. That's a little bit of the coaching news so far in the NFL. We'll be back in a minute with some recaps from this divisional or the wild card playoff
round.
weekend.
Wow, yes.
All right. See, we
All
took a
right.
break,
We
and
had
you
a
guys
nice
don't
break.
even know anything about it.
Yeah.
It could have been 10 minutes, could have been 2 hours. Who the freaking hell knows?
It was 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it was a couple minutes.
Who cares?
Yeah. We had a lot to talk about in a garage, and some old memories come across an old buddy.
Yeah. Check out Bobby T LOL
On
at
Instagram. That's right. Check him out.
An old drummer that used to play with us that ended up on Kill Tony. If you guys watch those shows,
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
we know people, so
Yeah. If you watched the podcast Kill Tony, a friend of ours used to play drums for us, sent me a message today with the video. He's like, hey, check this out, man. I got on there. It posted last night. Take a listen and let me know what you think. So, yeah, Bobby T LOL on Instagram. Check him out. Old drummer
it
buddy
was
of ours.
It was a nice surprise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, all right. Our picks last week. Now, I ended better on the
That
season.
Bobby T thing just threw me off.
Yeah, I
Threw
got
the whole
blew his mind right now. Yegi's trying to get back into the
rapping.
So I won the season in the picks overall through the 18
Yes,
weeks.
regular. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
getting
we're
back.
starting
in
back over.
regular season.
Yeah,
yes.
regular season picks. I won. We're starting back over on playoffs. So the research department did its job.
Yep,
Mr. Bradley Damron.
Statistician.
Wild card round of the playoffs. Mr. Dave Yegi, 4-2, baby, 67%. I went 3-3, 50%.
Yeah.
So it was a little rough go.
Sorry about that, buddy.
You know, hey, it's all right. It's all
It's
right.
only one fucking game.
It's only one game. We got a couple left.
7 more to go.
That's right. So recap the week.
All right.
Playoff football.
Yeah, come on.
What'd you think about playoff football as a whole?
It's
on
quite
weekend?
fucking boring.
It was quite boring.
Yeah.
There was no shootouts that you expected. No
I
big monster
expected-
plays.
It's playoffs, man. You expect these fucking
It's what,
teams.
Dave?
Oh,
Playoffs?
Jim's here.
Don't
Jim's
talk
here.
about Playoffs?
Yeah,
You
fuck
kidding
yeah.
me?
Jim loves it here.
He does. He's a fan of the Winterhawk Studios. But so we started out on Saturday, first game. Everybody's jacked. Everybody's ready. The Chargers laid an egg, buddy.
Got their
The
ass whooped.
Texans whooped them 32-12. I was not expecting that at
Yep.
all.
So C.J. Stroud has 2 playoff wins.
Yeah, it's more than the Colts in like 10 years.
I know, but the Colts could have taken him.
Oh, yeah, they could have. They could have drafted
Yep.
C.J. Stroud.
Stroud, Levis, Richardson was on their fucking board.
Like Stroud actually went before. Stroud was the second pick.
What I'm saying is he
Oh,
was
if we'd
on
have
their
moved up.
board.
Yeah, he was- yeah.
But Texans traded up
Yeah,
to fucking
yeah.
do that double dip
So-
and all that.
But yeah, I mean the Texans just whooped them
Yeah, they brought it to him.
12-32.
And Herbert-
I was not expecting that at all.
I wasn't either. Did you watch the Nickelodeon broadcast?
I
of-
did not. I watched one of
Okay.
them this year with the slime
Everything
and
was
stuff.
going good, but apparently this big brown bubble came down and swallowed up Jim Harbaugh. Is it Jim?
Yes, yeah.
It swallowed him up and took him off the field. And after that, they just got their ass whooped.
No.
On the
So
it was pretty funny.
okay. Those broadcasts are pretty fun, though. I've
They are
watched a
pretty
few of them.
fun.
They're neat. The Simpsons one was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the Nickelodeon, the slime, and all that stuff, they're
Yeah.
fun. They're entertaining.
They're fun.
Get the kids excited about the
yeah,
NFL.
something.
Yeah, Herbert and the Chargers kind of got whooped up on.
Again,
Herbert threw 4 picks.
yeah. Well,
The
yeah.
Houston Texans defense, I didn't think they were that good. I wasn't expecting that. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
we
saying.
totally picked
the
Chargers.
Yeah,
'cause
we were all over that one.
the Texans have been such a lull, but
They
they,
were-
came the fuck out.
Boy,
that
they
day.
did. They came out guns
So
blazing.
they
buddy.
were
They
just
ready.
they're like, we already got our playoff spot.
We're in the AFC South. We ain't got to do shit for the next 3 weeks.
We already
locked
got
it
a
up.
home playoff game.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're gonna go play.
So yeah, that was surprise first game.
And now
of the
they're up
weekend.
against the Chiefs.
Yes, we'll get to that. So then on Saturday night, we had the Steelers and the Ravens.
Yep, another ass whooping.
I said from the get, I said it all week that Baltimore was going to win by 2 touchdowns. They won by 2 touchdowns, 14-28.
we both picked Baltimore
Yeah.
was going to win that.
Uh,
that was another no hands down.
Pittsburgh finished the season looking really rough. It was kind of one of them. I wish I had the button there. They are who we thought they were, kind
Oh,
of thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they had that run in the middle of the season where they looked good and everybody was all high on
Until they
and
hit
then they
divisional.
hit the AFC North.
Then they hit their division.
Uh-huh. And you could tell no, they are who we thought
Yeah,
they are.
I mean
were.
they dragged themselves across the finish line.
They
Mike
didn't-
Tomlin again still has a winning season.
Boy, there's all kind of talk nonstop right now. Do we let it? Should he get fired? Should they get rid of him? Do they need to change the culture?
If you fire him, you're stupid.
Dumb as hell. But they do need to make some changes. Whole offense, defense. They got to find a quarterback. They got to decide who that is.
Yeah, I mean
They got to get over.
They have the pieces.
If I'm not mistaken, T.J. Watt's contract's about up, or he's got 1 year left. They're going to have to get that deal done.
That's probably still the rookie deal, isn't it?
I don't think so. He might be on a second
It
deal.
has to be the rookie deal. He hasn't been there that long.
Can you fill in for us? Let us know.
Mo, phone in.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I just know they're gonna. That's a deal that they've got to get done and fixed, and they got to figure out the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh. So, another not great game for the opening round of Wild Card Weekend. So then we hit Sunday.
Yep.
First game of the day, the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
And Denver, boy, out the gate, hey,
Hey,
Bo Nix throws that bomb to Franklin for a touchdown.
Bo Nix has 5 letters in his name, and 3 for 6 right off the fucking gate.
Yeah, he did. Hey, that was early. He hit the bomb to Franklin down the middle. I'm like, holy shit, Buffalo's going to be in for one.
And then old Josh Allen said, "All right, welcome to the playoffs."
He said,
I'm ready to beat the Chiefs.
I'm going to give you that one. The rest of the day belongs to me. And pretty
Thanks
much
for inviting me. I'm here to beat the Chiefs.
So Denver scored in 45 seconds in the first quarter, and that was it. 31-7.
And I took a big fat nap during that one because it was such an ass whooping.
Dude, James Cook ran all over. Denver's got a great defense too, and Cook just kept running and running and running, and Allen didn't have to do a whole lot. He threw
Buffalo's built a pretty good fucking team.
They are. I was a diehard. I've been a Bills fan since the early '90s when they lost all 4, and this is the most confident I've been in many, many years. So, granted, not a great game. If just a casual fan watching playoff football, it got pretty boring pretty quick.
It was very boring, unless you were a fan of that team that
if you were a Buffalo Bills fan, you were enjoying it just because
many tables were broken.
Oh, the Bills Mafia went nuts, buddy.
Even Andy, that has a bad back, said he broke a table at home.
In his head, yes, he did say. He said, I jumped through a table for the Bills Mafia.
He still did it.
Yeah, he did. He did it. I was with him. I saw it. I can see it in my mind, too. I seen it. Then we hit the 4 o'clock game, the Packers at the Eagles. Now, right out the gate, the Packers get the opening kickoff, bringing it back, smoked, fumble.
Yep, touchdown.
Philly ball, touchdown. Now, you got to give credit where credit is due, right? And
that shit happens. That shit happens, man.
But Green Bay, boy, they lost a lot in that game. They lost the game, but...
they were losing people left and right.
Yeah,
they lost all the wide receivers.
Yes. So they lost Watkins. What was it, Christian Watkins or whatever?
The week before.
Whatever. They lost him the week before. And then this game, they lost Jalen Reed and Romeo Doubs.
Yep.
Their starting left tackle got taken out early in the first half. They pulled him on a running play, and a defender leaned down and smoked his shoulder. So then they had the fucking second string left tackle in. He had like 3 penalties in a row. False start, hold, like 3 in a row. Then they pulled him. Then they were on the third string left tackle in that game. No wide receivers. Philly didn't even look great offensively.
Actually, no. They kind of held them in check.
They did. The Green Bay's defense did.
It was still an ass whooping because the offense Green Bay couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Green Bay's offense was decimated. All they had was Josh Jacobs.
And boy, he tried.
And everybody knew that all they had was Josh Jacobs. Yeah.
He gave it the damnedest, but
it was another ass whooping.
They were decimated by injury. And again, Green Bay's defense did really, really well in that game for what it was worth. They were on the field damn near the whole game. I don't know what the time of possession was there, but it was mostly Philly with the ball.
As a fan of neither one of these teams, it was yet another boring game.
It was. So, then you're excited for the Saturday night game, or Sunday night, I'm sorry. This one turned out pretty good.
It actually did.
Yeah, this was the only game of Wild Card Weekend that was worth watching till the end.
Yep. Baker Mayfield versus Jaden Daniels.
The rookie. So the run, Baker did it again. Did you see that run play where he just took off, dropping his shoulder, getting after it, spinning, getting up, talking shit? I love me some Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and he's part of that culture.
And the fact that
Mike Evans, Tampa Bay's going really places. They made a few key coaching fuck-ups in that game. That's why it got so fucking close. but then you heard the doink around the world that won it.
Won
for
the
him.
game, yeah.
Won it for the Commanders.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels got that first down and got him just. If he doesn't get that first down, they're still kicking the field goal. But literally, it took all of those extra yards they got to get that 30-yard field goal to go in. Because if that's 5 yards back, that one's going right. That was out.
A lot of people pointed out. Apparently, that kicker has OCD problems.
They kept rubbing his head. Hat, helmet off, hair 3 times.
I think it's cool with people that have certain twerks or shit like that.
Hey,
that he's playing at that level.
He
But
kicked the game-winning field goal, wild card
doinked
weekend.
it right in. So
Jaden Daniels
since
is a real deal.
1999, there have been 3,000 doinked kicks off the crossbars, sidebars, whatever you want to call it, and only 47 have gone in for a win.
Interesting stat, Dave.
Since 1999.
Okay.
3,000 doinked kicks.
And only 47
And
of
only
them
47
have doinked
counted
in.
since 1999 to 2025 have counted
to go in.
for a positive.
Okay. Most
Yeah.
of them doink off.
Yes,
47
most of
doink,
them doink
in.
off or go wide right or wherever.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels looks like the real deal.
He does, but you got to play Detroit, boy.
Yep. Yeah. The next game will decide his
At their
fate.
house.
But, hey, they're ahead of schedule. Great team.
Yeah, they're playing good.
Great coaching staff.
They're playing good.
They got their quarterback of the future.
Andy, that shirt feels good today.
Yes,
I know
it does. And he's a Bills Mafia, too. He's got his NFC team and his
Hey,
AFC
you got to
still
have
in.
one. You got to have
Yeah.
one of each.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why I've got the Bengals and the Panthers.
Yeah. So Andy's got the Skins. I'm still calling Redskins, damn it. And the
You can
Buffalo
call 'em
Bills.
what you want.
Yeah. So way to go, Andy.
I
Your
prefer
teams are
Washington football team.
in. Washington football team.
I thought it was cool.
And then the game we thought was going to be exciting on Monday Night Football. Boy, Dusty, I'm sorry, bud.
Dude, the Rams got at it.
They got after him.
They came straight out of the gate, 10 points. That first quarter went by in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And
They had the
5
ball
minutes,
the whole time.
5 minutes of that was commercial breaks.
I think there was only 3 possessions in the first quarter. Rams, a little bit for Minnesota. Rams.
Oh, yeah, they came right the fuck out. Detroit beat the piss out of Sam Bradford so bad last week that they factory
Darnold.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Bradford's out too. But Sam Darnold, that they factory reset his ass back to
Back
the
to his
old
jet
Jets.
days.
Yes.
Yeah, they did. They got, I mean,
That boy literally got beat up the last 2 weeks.
9 sacks.
Yeah,
Last night.
Last
9
night.
sacks.
I tried to look how many there were the week before with Detroit, but I didn't get around to it. My question to you is, how much money in the last 2 weeks has Sam Darnold lost?
Millions.
I think
Millions.
so. I think
he's
so.
lost millions of dollars.
I
Because
don't think he's going anywhere
his
else.
plan was with this. He was on a 1-year deal in Minnesota.
Exactly.
And he played his nuts off all season. The last 2 weeks have lost him millions
But
of
out
dollars.
of fairness, both the Lions and the Rams straight up overpowered
Their
Minnesota.
offensive line got destroyed.
Just all facets of the game. They just got
They
that
did.
was unprepared. I would say unprepared, but yes, the Vikings literally got destroyed. All facets of the ball in the last 2 games.
They have.
So you can't blame it all on Darnold.
You cannot. I mean, he had no time to throw.
Exactly.
He couldn't do a damn thing back there.
He couldn't throw it away.
No,
'Cause he's halfway
And
down.
by that time, you know, once you get through the first half getting beat up that way, then you start getting scared and you get in your head and you don't want
Yeah,
to make mistakes. So
and
it compounds.
Then you
the
want to
problem.
try and do something.
Yeah, you
and then
got to
you
make
try.
you
and
got to
then
make a play. You're holding.
Yeah.
Now you're holding it
your
too
whole
long.
season's in the fucking
Yeah,
balance.
it's
And they had a great fucking season.
great year. I mean, like,
But the Vikings are 0-4 against Detroit and the Rams.
yeah, yeah, that's their loss.
They played Detroit twice. They played the Rams once, twice,
if you count the
if
playoff
you count
game.
the playoff game.
Yeah.
So
You're-
those are,
They're 4 losses.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
the Rams and
That's
the
pretty crazy,
and the
honestly,
Rams,
if you think about it.
after wild card weekend, if you were to take as a whole, now granted we didn't see Kansas City, we didn't see Detroit because they had their byes, but the Rams were by far looked like the cream of the NFC because
I
Philly
told
does
you
it.
they're the most dangerous team in the NFC.
And the Ravens look like the best team in the AFC currently. Again,
No, the Bills look better.
that's a real toss-up, which makes that game next week awesome, because the Rams, the Ravens put it on Pittsburgh, and the Bills just destroyed
then
Denver.
you've got the MVPs going against each other
that's
in that
right.
game.
Yeah.
But it doesn't count because the MVP is only regular season.
That's right. That's
not
right.
playoffs.
That's true. Statistically, Lamar Jackson had a better season than
Yes.
Josh Allen.
Yep.
But Josh Allen, on his own, won games.
Did more
he
for
willed
the
them
team.
to game. He was the most valuable player on the team.
Yes.
Because of him, they won.
Yeah.
The team as a whole won with Lamar. Lamar had an amazing season. You can't take anything away from Lamar.
No, and I never will.
Statistically, he had a monster year. He looked.
Yeah.
I mean, this is better. He had a better season than he's had with his other MVP awards he's gotten.
Yeah, he gets better every year.
Yes, he's an amazing, amazing quarterback.
Yeah.
He looks fantastic.
Amazing athlete.
Yeah, amazing athlete, 100%. But most valuable player is definitely Josh Allen. He made that team who they are. Yes, thank you. So, yeah, wild card weekend wasn't a lot of great football. We hit the divisional round next though, so
Boring card weekend.
it's going to get a little hairy now.
Except for the Commanders and the Bucks.
Yes.
They put on a good show.
They did. They put on a good show. That was it. That was the only one.
Yeah, that was basically it.
So, like I said, naps and laundry and
Yeah.
clean your kitchen and shit when football's on. Just find
Yeah.
something to keep you
Fuck
entertained.
yeah, okay, at least we got another game.
I mean, here in the
Maybe
background.
this will be the one.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's nap time.
Yeah. But,
Oh, well.
A lot of
I
those
love
teams,
NFL, so I'm watching it.
I love
weekly,
it too.
So
Those teams all had great years. But
somebody's got to lose.
it sucks when it comes down to that.
Somebody's got to lose.
Yeah, to get your ass whooped on national
Yeah,
TV
in a playoff
when you're a
game.
playoff team.
Playoffs?
Oh, Jim's
What you talking
still
about?
here.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
You
God, he
kidding
loves
me?
it here.
He thinks the same way that we do. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? All right.
Yeah.
So regular season, everybody loved your segment, Dave. The favorite segment from the podcast. Everybody loved shitty quarterback of the week. So we're gonna have to condense it a little bit, or what's your plan here for us, bud?
Well, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Let's be positive because a lot of these teams have to go home. So we are doing week 1 of the playoffs. Best quarterback of the week.
Oh, see, this is news to me. I didn't even know
Yeah.
about this. So
No, I hit it from him.
we're getting best of the week awards now.
We're getting best of the week.
Hey.
We're getting the big dogs are throwing down now.
You know what? Because they're all in the playoffs. They ain't that shitty.
Yeah, well, we're getting fucking MVPs battling out.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, hey, playoff football, playoff segments, Mr. Dave Yagi,
Yeah.
top quarterback of the week. No shitty.
week 1, best quarterback of the week. I'm only going to
How
give you
we-
3.
Are we ranking down to the best?
It's going to be 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm only giving you 3
Look at
because
him
there's not that
go.
many
This is
goddamn
new for me,
teams.
too, guys. I'm excited.
All right, number 3, checking in for best quarterback of
Of
the
the
week is Lamar Jackson, MVP candidate.
MVP candidate. Yep.
175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. These are numbers we haven't seen all year because we're flipping the coin.
That's right. We're on the upside.
What do you want to guess? These are real man numbers here.
82.5.
I think you need to think a little different
I'm
here.
sorry, buddy.
132.0.
And it gets better?
It does get better.
Fuck off.
Yep.
Okay.
It
Okay.
gets better.
All right.
All right.
Now we're talking.
Number
Lamar.
2, Josh motherfucking Allen.
MVP.
See, there's your 2 MVP candidates at 3 and 2. 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. What do you think?
What was Lamar?
132.0.
Ooh.
We're not used to
150 is
these.
perfect, right? I
We're
think
not
150 is perfect QBR.
154.10 or 0.20.
And what was Lamar again?
132.0.
138.7.
Overshot that a little bit. 135.4 for
Okay.
our favorite for the MVP.
For my MVP candidate.
But that was the number 1 and number 2 MVP
Okay.
candidates going at number 3 and number 2 on my fucking list. And the next one up, everybody loves him.
Number 1.
Yep. But he has to go home. His name is Baker fucking Mayfield.
Oh, best quarterback of the week.
185 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Give me a guess.
147.
Oh, you're really fucking close. 146.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baker, congratulations on the.
Sorry you had to go home, kid.
You
but
get an award, but
I'll give you a
You gotta go
participation trophy because you were the best quarterback of the week. week.
Well, you threw me with that one, bud.
I know.
I was really curious how we were going to do this.
Everybody likes shitty quarterback. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
We still have shittiest quarterback of the week.
So we're not ranking. We're just giving the worst dog, right? Top
We're doing
floater.
3 of them. I'm
You
still
going
giving you
3 too? Oh
Yeah.
my God, Yagi.
Let's
Check
go
this
polar
guy out.
opposites on
All
this
right,
shit.
all right.
Let's make it a game. It's my game. I'm making it up. It doesn't matter.
As it goes.
So
It's his
just
rules.
like shitty quarterback of the week, but we're only going with 3. All right. Starts with Sunday night. Was it Sunday?
Monday.
Was it Monday?
Which
It
game?
was Monday.
Okay.
Sam
Darnold.
motherfucking Darnold. But he's
Oh.
not first, even though he got his ass whooped that whole game.
9
200
sacks.
Yes, 9 sacks.
Ugh.
245 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 77.6.
Boy, it's complete opposite. Like half of what the top dogs did there.
Damn, half. Now we're going down,
Now we're going
down,
down.
down.
All right.
Number 2. You guys ready for number 2?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
All right. This guy was terrible when I watched this fucking game. I woke up from my nap watching Josh Allen do his thing. Jordan Love, 212 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah. What do you think?
58.7.
Nope, lower. I'll give you one more.
49.3.
And lower. 41.5.
Damn. That's bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for a shitty quarterback of the week. Number 2, week 1 of the playoffs, wild card
Wait.
division.
That was number. We're only doing 3.
Yeah, I'm getting a number 1.
Oh, okay. Jordan Love.
We
was
did
2.
3 of the greatest.
yeah.
Now we're doing
All
3
right,
of the
all right.
shittiest.
Shittiest quarterback
All right.
of wild card week.
The Long Beach, long-haired, blonde, beautiful bomber that everybody loves, Justin fucking Herbert.
Woo.
242 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, bad look for you, Herbert.
But
bad
it was
luck.
real close to Jordan Love because he's only at 40.9.
All right. Justin Herbert, you
You
lost the
won.
game, but you won an award.
Yeah, you at least get to go home with an award because you are the shittiest quarterback of the week.
Way to go, Herbert.
Yep. And I just want to say, real quick, a little thing. Tim Tebow, think about this. Dig deep in your brain.
Tim
Tebow is still the only quarterback for the Denver Broncos that was drafted by the Denver Broncos to win a playoff game. Think hard.
hang on.
Think hard. Go ahead and ask me questions. Drafted by the Broncos.
Because John Elway was not
Drafted
drafted,
by
by
the
the Broncos.
Colts.
That's right.
Baltimore Colts.
Yes. He was not drafted. That's interesting.
Yeah. And Cutler, not drafted by the goddamn
Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all those playoff wins, Peyton Manning, drafted by the
Colts.
Colts. Yes.
So,
So-
Tim Tebow's the only quarterback drafted
By
the Broncos to win a
that
playoff game.
Accepted the draft from the Broncos.
Yeah. To
and
win a
stayed
playoff
there.
game, drafted
Yeah.
coming in.
Because everybody immediately goes, what about John Elway? No.
He wasn't
He
drafted
was
by the
drafted
Colts.
by the goddamn
yeah.
Baltimore Colts.
And he said he
So-
refused to play. He was going to go play baseball. They traded him.
Tua
Huh.
of your Super Bowl winning championship quarterback Broncos quarterbacks were
Were not
drafted
by
by
the Colts. Manning and Elway.
Yeah, yeah. And Tim Tebow was drafted by Josh McDaniels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been a failure in this league.
A couple times over.
Well, actually, he's a good coordinator. But
Yeah, great coordinator. Terrible head coach.
you know who Tim Tebow beat?
In his playoff win,
86-yard to Demarius Thomas. And I think Demarius Thomas is no longer with us because he
He passed
died
away.
away of cancer or some
I
shit.
can't remember what. Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago. Kansas City? Was it Chiefs?
Try again.
AFC?
Yeah.
Colts?
No.
Chargers.
That'd have been fucking funny. Nope, it's the Steelers.
Ah,
I'm sorry,
sorry,
Mo.
Mo.
Oh, but it was an 86-yarder, and we all watched it.
Tebow whooped his ass.
But either way, that's your best quarterback of the week and the shittiest quarterback of the week.
You threw me on that one. You
Yeah.
got me there. Yeah, because I asked him earlier. I'm like, so how are we going to do this? I mean, we're cutting down our list. 6 games, 12 quarterbacks. We usually give them 5.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry about it. I got this.
Yeah. You got to celebrate the good with the bad here. That's what we're going to do in the playoffs.
It's playoff time. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Good
All
shit.
those guys worked really hard to fucking get there,
Yeah.
and then to shit the bed like that.
Okay.
Justin Herbert.
Okay. We're going to take another little quick short break that you're not going to know about. And
You just told them.
Well, I told them, but they're not going to hear this shit. They're going to be like, oh, break. Oh, hey, you're still here. You
Check out Bobby T, LOL, at Instagram.com.
Bobby T, LOL, at Instagram.com. That's right. We'll be back in a minute. All right. It is time to pick the divisional round of the playoffs, Dave.
Yeah, there's not
Traps. Is there any traps this week you can think of?
I
off the
don't
top of
know
your head?
until you tell me. I don't know.
Well, we start. We got 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday.
Yeah,
We get a.
it's getting real sad.
It is. I know. We're running into the end of it.
We got
All of our content is leaving.
We got actually 5 games this weekend.
We do have 5.
4 on Saturday and Sunday,
And one
the
on Monday night.
National championship game
On
for
Monday
you
night.
and your motherfucking Irish.
Miles against them fucking Buckeyes.
Yeah, fucking.
So we got to pick that game too, by the way. So
All right.
we're going to start with Saturday. First up, out the gate, the divisional round of the playoffs. We get the Houston Texans at the much rested
fucking-
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Weren't you worried about his leg injury? for
Yeah,
Mahomes?
yeah.
I
Because
told
I
you.
remember I talked about he needed a
Yeah.
rest and shit weeks ago.
You're like, I think we can beat him.
Yeah, no, dumb.
It was a farce.
How many times did I pick against
It
Kansas
was
City?
a ruse.
I just kept picking against them.
I think we all picked a lot.
I picked Denver to beat them. That happened. Okay, I got one right.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I got one right.
And
Dave.
Joe Burrow was really pissed about
Yes, he
that
was.
too.
Did you see they put a complaint in with the league to investigate that?
The fans did.
Was it the fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
Yeah.
so that doesn't matter.
No, it's dumb. All right, so Houston,
12,000 people on Indian website.
Houston at Kansas City.
Houston.
That's what we
Houston,
start.
Houston.
What do you got?
I don't want to rapid fire this, but I do want to say you've got my phone.
Yeah,
So
Houston
real
to
quick,
Kansas City.
this is a fucked up kind of thing.
Yeah, he's got something to look at. He's researching right
We're
now as
going
we speak.
to refs that I'm blind. So Clay Martin will be the head referee during that game.
Okay,
And
is he the 12th man for Kansas City? throughout
they're
the season?
6-0 with him as head referee.
Interesting.
Interesting. So if there's ever a script, whoever makes that shit up.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Clay Martin is part of it.
Okay, okay.
So they're 6-0.
When he's the head official.
Yeah.
All right, something to
Just
put out there.
throwing out. Just
Out to
throwing
the world.
out there.
Who you picking? You picking the Texans? You picking the Chiefs?
Oh man,
Tough one. Tough one.
it is tough. Chiefs are going for the three-peat. They've been pretty dominant.
And then they've rested. They had a
Yeah.
bye week and they rested week 18.
Trap. I'm going. Fuck it. I'm going with the Houston Texans.
As much as I would love to see it happen, Yegi,
Yeah.
love to see it happen.
I just want to be the guy that called it.
Okay, on paper, on audio, out to the world,
yeah.
on the interwebs.
I didn't write shit down.
Yeah, Yegi just said the Houston Texans are going to beat the Chiefs.
I would like that to happen.
I would like it to happen, but I'm picking the Chiefs. So
And they're probably going to win.
yeah. Next up, on Saturday night, 8 p.m., the Washington Redskins, the rookie phenom Jaden
Detroit.
Daniels, going into Detroit to face the
Detroit.
Lions.
It's Detroit all day.
See, this is the one I was thinking pulling some trap bullshit on.
Go for it, bro.
Uh,
But they're going into
into Detroit. arrested
Detroit's
Detroit.
hunting ground.
Detroit's undefeated at home. Are they undefeated at home this year?
No,
They lost once.
that's the only place they lost.
the only place they lost at home.
They are perfect on the road.
They are perfect on the road. They lost in Detroit.
But
Washington,
this is what Detroit wanted. There's 2 games to get to the big dance.
I really want to pick Washington here, but I'm not picking against Dan Campbell.
No, I wouldn't, especially after what they had to struggle through with the Bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that
Detroit.
was a 20 versus 21.
Yeah.
What was the final score?
Hell, I
of that
don't
game?
know.
Yeah,
Okay, Detroit taking the Lions.
I have
We're
have
both
to take
we're
the
both on the line. They're America's team, Dave.
They are
team.
America's team, so let's vote for America to
All
get
right.
better.
Yep. America.
America.
Sunday, January 19th, we got 2 games. We get a 3 o'clock game and a 6:30. They spread them
Yep.
out for you a little bit. You can sleep in, get your laundry and grocery shopping done
You
Sunday
can go
morning.
to work the next day and feel all right about yourself.
I could because it's not late.
Get
and
well
stuff.
rested for
my
Monday
mo-
night.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So first up, we got the Rams at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Rams.
Rams. I'm on the Rams too here,
Oh,
bud.
you on the
yeah.
Rams?
Dude, that
Yeah.
was my one.
Fuck yeah.
They look good. Philly did not.
I told you that it's going to be Rams, Detroit, NFC Championship game, Matthew Stafford.
No, you got to call him the right name.
I know,
Please.
but I drank a little bit.
Stafford Mathard.
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford Mathard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
You
Yeah.
got it. You got it. But in Detroit for
Okay.
the NFC Championship game.
Well, we'll see what happens here.
We'll
But-
see what happens.
I'm
but
picking the Rams.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, it'd be
You know
awesome.
how many heads are going to explode?
Yeah. Rams with the upset on Philly. That's
Yeah.
my pick.
So I'm Rams all day.
The Rams are on fire. They're the hottest team in the league.
They
right now.
are the most
The
dangerous
last like
team.
3, 4, 5 weeks, they've been the hottest team in the
Dude,
league.
they destroyed the fuck out of the fucking Vikings.
Yeah. They look good.
Came right out of the
Offensively,
gate.
defensively, and they don't even have Aaron Donald in the middle. They got 9 sacks.
I know. They got Luvu, ex-Panther, but they're 100% healthy.
Yeah. They're the healthiest team going in.
Yep.
That makes a world of difference.
Yep. And
they're-
Detroit's
and they're hitting on all cylinders.
Detroit needs one more week to hopefully get somebody else back.
Yeah. All right. So that's the early game Sunday. By early, 3 o'clock. Awesome. And then at 6:30, we finish off divisional weekend. 2 MVP candidates, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My guy, Josh Allen. Baltimore at Buffalo. And you know, Buffalo is a 1-point underdog at home. Buffalo. Destiny, baby.
I'll take Buffalo
I like the
because
Bills.
Lamar's already won one more playoff game than he has. He wins one every 2 or 3 years.
Yep. So, Buffalo. We're both on Buffalo. We're both on the Rams.
I think Lamar is going to turn into a ball hog and think he's the one that
Gotta
has
win
to
the
get it
game?
done. Yeah.
Okay. So, that's our 4 NFL games. Now we've got a
Right.
game on Monday night, Dave.
Sadly.
The game that matters the most to me this weekend.
Give it to me, my little favorite leprechaun.
Notre Dame and Ohio State
Notre Dame.
for the national championship in Louisiana for all the marbles.
Ohio.
Ohio. They're a big favorite, like 8 points. Yeah. So,
Well, they do have the best wide receiver in the game
country
right now.
by
right now.
far. Yes. Amazing. But I can't pick against the Irish, so I'm on Notre Dame's winning national championship.
Sorry, buddy. I'm picking Ohio.
All right. I ain't mad at you, bud. I understand why. But I'm going with Notre Dame.
I'm just going with the powerhouse.
Notre Dame all day.
And
So-
the last one I watched at Notre Dame, it took a little bit to get it going. I don't think they can wait till the second half on this game.
Not against Ohio State. But they're going to come out juiced. They're ready.
I hope Notre Dame wins.
Me too. In-state school. Come on.
Yeah.
The whole
but-
state of Indiana love it.
But record-wise, I want to go on my record.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So the only game we picked different was you took Houston over Kansas City. We were
Yeah,
straight on the
I
rest
did.
of them. So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, for sure. All right. You ready?
it is. It's time, baby. We got a segment for you. We got a segment left.
Give me your bona fide bets. Every week he gives you 4. You want more, but he only gives you 4. It's bona fide bets with Josh.
All right, baby. So I went 2-2 last week.
Yeah.
I hit the lock.
Hit the lock.
Hit the Irish, baby.
Jinx.
That's right. So I've got 4 bets this week. All 4 bets, all 4 picks this week are underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So we're going to start in the NFL. I got Buffalo +1 versus Baltimore. Because, again, Buffalo's the underdog. They're getting a point.
So they have to win by 1 or more?
Buffalo could lose by 1 and we win the bet.
Oh.
Which, yeah,
okay.
because they're getting 1. They're getting a point.
Well,
So, but I think they're going to win.
they're not going to fucking
They're going to win out fucking right anyway. So that's a win right there. Next up, I got the Rams +6 against Philly. We both picked the Rams straight up.
Yeah.
But in the betting world, I'm getting 6 points. So they could lose by 5. They could lose by 3. We win
You
the bet.
still get the bet.
Yeah, because I got 6 points. Next up, I picked Detroit to win, but Washington's a 10-point underdog. I'm taking Washington +10 Washington can beat by 7 by touchdown. Win the bet. Washington
Okay.
plus 10.
Okay.
Okay. I like it. It feels good. 3 underdogs. Now,
Andy's going to cry in his new sweater. But he's still got the
he's
Bills.
just still got the Bills. That's right. Lock of the week. Put it down. You ready?
Let's get the lock.
All right. Here it is. This is your lock of the week. The lock has been good to me the last 2 weeks, and it's been the Irish, baby. Give me Notre Dame plus 8 over OSU.
Okay.
They're getting 8 points. But they're going to win the motherfucker outright, so it don't matter.
Oh, you think so?
You goddamn right I think
They're
so.
going to come out and curb stomp a
They're
motherfucker?
going to. Hey, you see what Michigan did to them? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Notre Dame's going to do the same goddamn thing. On next Tuesday when we record this show, Yegi, I'm
You'll
going to be wearing
hungover.
my Notre Dame hat, my Notre Dame sweatshirts. I'm going to have to buy some Notre Dame underwear like I feel like I'm a damn Ron.
Are you going to order the shit off the website?
Probably.
You know how they do after the end of the game?
The coins and all the
Your
special
team
limit-
just won the national championship.
Do you want it? Yes, I want every item you're selling. I'm that guy. I'll be there for
You
it.
want this coffee cup? Fuck
Yes, I do. Order it right now. My wife's going to hate me on Tuesday when I order all the
Yeah,
Notre
but
Dame
you'll be
chips.
sipping out of your coffee cup
Fuck yeah, calling myself a
as
national
a
champion.
national champion.
Damn right. So, lock of the week, Notre Dame plus 8. Take it to the bank,
All right,
folks.
well, that was Bonafide Bets with John.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give it to me. I am. I'm going to have all that Notre Dame shit, Yegi.
Yeah, you get it. man.
I'm going. If they
You get
win it, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. When they win it, I'm going to be in all that shit. So
when the ticker hits 0.
that's right. So I will not probably sleep on Monday night, Tuesday morning. Be it happy or sad, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep when it's all over. So, yeah.
You got to dance around the house a little bit.
And then Tuesday, the episode of the podcast. Yeah, I'll be fucking rare and ready to go, buddy.
Well, we can move it to Wednesday if you need
We
to.
are not making the wrong call this week, Dave. Okay, we are not making the wrong call. We are right calling it.
We don't make the wrong call.
If we
You can tell by our records.
I know it. I mean, we're
Those
over
are
50%.
phenomenal. Jimmy
Yeah.
the Greek would be jealous.
If the show wasn't so successful, we'd have to change the name to the Right Call Sportscast.
We ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Not doing it because we the Wrong Call Sportscast. That's it. We got the picks in. We got the recap done. You got anything you want to add to these folks?
Nothing I can think of right now. I'm sure when we're done, I'll think of 100.
Yeah,
different
I should
fucking
have said
things.
this. I should have brought this up. But we got
No?
next week. Yeah, we can take notes.
Yeah, well, we could. But I like the random shit that pops out.
It's better. Divisional round of the playoffs this weekend.
Yeah, the wild card round was fucking snooze
Yes,
fest.
let's hope the divisional round's better.
Yeah.
National championship on the line this
Yeah,
weekend.
I hope it's a good game too.
Yeah, I hope both games
Because
Saturday
that
are
means
good.
that shit's over.
Sunday, Monday. Hope they're all good. And yeah, we're getting ready for getting down to Super Bowl, man. Who wants it more? Who's
yeah,
going
no
after it?
shit. Yeah.
So
Let's see if the refs help out.
remember the dream scenario. I think we said it like week 12, Buffalo versus Detroit.
I think it would be awesome.
That means one of them get their first Super Bowl win.
Yeah,
So
but I'd like one, preferably where one of those two teams wins.
well, yeah. Regardless who they play, but ideally, if it's Detroit Buffalo, somebody gets their first Super Bowl.
Somebody's gonna be happy.
Somebody gonna get one.
If
Somebody gonna
broken
get one.
tables or bitten necks. Who
That's
knows?
right. That's right. Whatever it takes. So we are the Wrong Call Sportscast.
And thanks for making the right call and listening to the wrong call.
Absolutely. So, Dave, as always, you kicked ass.
Hey, you kicked more ass.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Check us out. Socials. Remember, you know where to listen.
Bobby T, LOL, at Instagram.
Check him out, buddy.
Old friend, ended up on the, what's that show
Kill
called?
Tony.
Kill Tony. I know
Yeah.
a lot of you fucking nerds watch that shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was our buddy.
Bobby T. Old
Played
drummer
drums with us
on
a
Kill
long
Tony.
time ago.
Check him out.
So give him the love. All right, guys.
Peace
we
out.
love you. Peace out.
See you next week.